Very good.
Hello and thank you for listening to us today.
Before we begin to explain our idea, we're going to explain who we are. First off, I'm Ben, Technical Support.
I'm Ryan, Project Manager and Site Developer.
I'm Caitlin, Idea Development.
I'm Byron, Idea Development along with Caitlin.
Together we are Young Innovation. When we were confronted with the choice to choose out of 5 scenarios, we chose number 4.
Our scenario, we chose to create a one-stop technology platform to help teenagers become more aware of careers within the world of IT.
This in turn will reduce the amount of IT jobs continuing to be neglected.
Now you're probably wondering, what is UCareer? Let us explain.
UCareer is a web-based platform that allows young people to further educate their knowledge of IT careers.
Yeah, that's all good, but where are the benefits of such an idea? Let us explain.
UCareer allows users to browse with ease and flexibility.
It has an intelligent account filters that gives users jobs that matter to them.
Most importantly, it's safe and secure. To combat cybercrime, we've devised an encryption system to run along the database so your data is safe. The cost of the project.
As a team, we have researched the cost of implement UCareer in the real world.
For web development alone, it would cost for a custom site £4,000 to £6,000.
For domain, it'll be £6.99 per year.
Hosting with CEO will cost on average £60.
Maintenance on top of all that would be around £1,000 per day. That's a lot of money considering it's free for users, right? Well, to combat this, we've visualised a system for employers to pay plans to receive a certain amount of job posts and advertisements.
This, in turn, will allow Barclays to earn positive money flow.
Finally, to conclude on the presentation, we will now show you the site itself.
Over the few weeks we've had to create UCareer, we have created a physical version of the homepage.
Before we show you the site, does anyone have any questions?
I'd say go on with the site,
yeah.
and we'll come back to the questions at the end. Thanks.
Need your password again, Charlie. You're uber conscious on your password. It locks out dead quick, isn't it?
So this is the site itself, the home page. We've got the navigation up here. We've got About Us, What is UCareer, the listings for jobs, Barclays Life Skills, linking in with Barclays, partners, support and contact. Plus we have a function up here to register on the site and sign in, and some social networking. Right. Sorry about this. I'm usually a Windows user and I'm not that technical with Macs, so I don't know how I'd scroll up.
There you go.
Do you think it's up? Yeah, it's going up. There we go. So it's got innovating step towards the understanding of IT careers and step-by-step tutorials. So, your career affect millions. And then from here we've got some buttons so you can go either straight to the job listings as a user, or if you're an employer, view the employment plans and some of the features. Now, implementing the monetization on the homepage is some of the plans. We've got byte plan, megabyte plan, and gigabyte plan. And these are the current prices. These will be per month, and every month you will get the requirements, so you will get a certain amount of job posts and site advertisements. But if the employer needs more, they can extend it paying an extra fee. And at the bottom, we've LinkedIn, Twitter feed, About Us, some contact information, latest news, and some more links. And that's it for the homepage.
Any questions?
Is it my
Okay,
turn?
judges.
Okay. So, trying to think of a unique question. What will encourage the employers to come to you? What will be unique about the way that about your candidates or about what you can offer their companies that will encourage them to place their adverts with you and pay you for the pleasure?
Well, as the user accounts, when the user signs up, they'll be asked hobbies, interests, qualifications, and basically the site itself will intelligently filter out all their job listings. So, for example, you've got a fresh out of school student who's got GCSEs. You wouldn't give them a university degree job requirements. It'd filter it out so then the employer, when they're paying for the plans, they know the right people are looking at their job posts.
Okay, great. And what will encourage people to, so those people looking for a job, what will encourage them to sign up with you as opposed to the others that are out there?
Well, the site, as it filters out, they get the jobs that they want to see, and also it will use locations. So where they are, it won't give them a job down the country. It won't give them, say if they're in the northwest, they won't give them a job in London or somewhere. So it'll use their location to locate in on the best jobs for them.
Okay. And your advertising of your site, how will you spread word about your site?
Well, as it's for young people, we probably use YouTube a lot because a lot of teenagers use YouTube, and that'll go across YouTube, across Facebook, across Twitter, getting out to all the young people in the world. That's how we'll advertise.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, thanks guys. No, really good presentation. A couple of things on presenting that I particularly liked about this. Number one, your actual PowerPoint was very, very good. So the first rule of presenting is make it easy for the people you're presenting to read it. I look at hundreds of PowerPoints on a monthly basis, and as soon as if it's not aesthetically pleasing, so it's not easy to look at, it doesn't work for me. And you'll find most individuals in a company will feel the same way. So that looked really good. It was really sharp. You knew what you were talking about as well, so you were very strong in why you would choose career over another job website. So to me, that showed that you'd actually thought about this, which I think was quite good. I also think, I thought what was really clever is you've come up with an idea that companies pay you. You've been very clear and transparent about you pay us X and you get this many job listings every month. So immediately you know how much money you're making. I probably could quiz you even further to say, where did you come up with those figures and when will you break even? And I hope you've thought about this on that, whoever did the financials.
What do you mean on that?
So you're charging, I don't know what you were charging them, £29 a month?
$29.99 per month, and that's the lowest plan.
Okay, so $29.99 per month. So how many £29.99 per month do you need to make in order to cover your costs? Or do you need to sell in order to cover your costs?
It would need to sell. I mean, there will be a loss of money developing it at first, but with customers and employers and users, whatever, that'll increase, and then it'll turn into a positive money flow for Barclays.
So how many plans do you need to sell in order to start making money?
Well, I'll come back to you on that one.
That's good. I was just going to say, that's what you tell us to come back to.
But what I can add to that is, if companies seem like it's too little for them, they can contact uCareer and they can pay more to get more postings, more advertisements. So say, if they needed 1,000 job postings, I know that's a big range, so they may pay, triple the highest plan to get that amount, and they get site advertisements and priority. Mm-hmm. And that's
no,
how
I completely understand that. What I encourage you to do is think about when you're setting prices like that, which was very clever, that you think about if we need £10,000 to cover our expenses every month, we need to sell 250 plans on the $29.99 value in order to make any money off of this, for an example. I haven't done the math, done anyone trying to do them now and show me up on that. But you need to think about that when you're setting that pricing there, because I think that is your unique selling point. You're very clear in how much it will cost a company to advertise with you. The other thing is, no company will advertise with you if you're linked solely to another company. So you referenced Barclays quite a lot on that. And if you need to sell plans by other companies to list their jobs on your website, they probably don't want it to be a Barclays branded website. Just something to think about. And Barclays wouldn't cover your costs. We'd never we will never have that many jobs to be able to post on a website. So,
Having met us, I know you'll find it hard to believe, but not everybody likes the banks at the moment. So,
Shocking,
it's terrible. I do like the way you've used the branding and the link in with the Barclays career site, so help for those people that are signing up for you as well. Have you done any research into how many postings a company makes in order to come up with your price plan? So you've got 200, 500, and I can't remember what the third one was.
300. Well, research-wise, we've checked on websites such as National Careers. We've checked the amount of jobs posted daily. So we've checked, we've went through the days, changed the filter on them websites to see how many jobs were actually posted in one day.
Yeah.
And we've sort of calculated it on that.
Okay, thanks. So again, the same question that I asked the last team. How much time would you say you've spent on your research?
Research-wise, we've had time in school to do it, but we have taken it home, and research-wise, I think it'd be about 10 hours solid of research. So,
Great. And one question I've forgotten to ask the other teams, actually. Have you enjoyed it?
yeah, it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, good.
one final thing I'll add on there, which I've added to every one of them, is please, please, please get people to check this. There's your presentation is so sharp here, but you've let yourselves down on some of the really minor grammatical report issues. So, and those are really simple things to fix, guys. But and that goes for all of you. Just do think about that, because your presentation, the visual here is very good. So make sure your written shows the same thing.
And that feedback isn't just relevant to today, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
if you're putting a CV together, which some of you may be for a job on an apprenticeship in less than 2 years' time, this year we got 1,000 applications for an apprenticeship here. The people that apply are going through that pile of 1,000. The first thing they're going to reject you on is your spelling. You may be the best person we'd want to hire, but if you can't be bothered to spell check your CV, we'll bin you straight away. So that's why you're getting the feedback today.
And it's not, I would, Julian, I'd even take it a step further.
Yeah.
Making sure there's really silly things in all the presentations on spacing, punctuation, the use of apostrophes. That is the sort of thing that gets your CV in the bin.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I won't even look at it.
Yeah.
None of us will.
And again, nobody expects you to be perfect,
No.
which is why take the feedback from the judges, get somebody to proof it for you. That's all
Absolutely.
that people can expect. Another phrase that we use a lot in business is less is more. And actually, I think that picking up on what the judges have said, that you've got a very clean slide here. So as you're developing the business, what you're trying to sell here is like a vision. Yeah, and so the cleanliness of your slides, the imagery and all that, there's something that you want to buy into there. Visuals is really important. So don't feel that when you're putting presentations together that you need to clutter it with loads of words. There's some people here that need to learn that still, I can tell you, right? But less is more, and this is a nice clean style. Okay, questions from the floor. Chap at the far end.
Is this going to go like zero because if it is, then it's going to cost more. 1,000 per day, and it's 365,000 a year. So if it's one of the years, it's
Kathleen, did you hear the question? I didn't hear it. Can you just relay it so we can hear it on the mic, please?
You were asking about.
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
Yeah, it was around your costs and how long you plan to run for and how you'll make that money back. So you've got £1,000 a day running costs, so that's £365,000 a year. I think it maybe touches on the point you made about how many plans you'll need to sell. So have you given thought to that running cost?
I mean, we have given thought to that, and to be perfectly honest with you, if the idea was implemented in the real world, we had the thought of, if it was, then gradually over time it would turn positive. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, there will be a loss of profit. There will be loss of profit, and there is with any business. But over time and over advertisement and the effort put in, it should grow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, lady here.
Job listings and the cost goes up. But what about people who are on the door and you can't afford to it and they will come across your website? How will they pay for get job references like that?
So the payment mechanism, is it for employers or is it on people that are accessing the site, and therefore how are people that haven't got a job going to be able to pay for that?
The people that are applying for the jobs, that's totally free for them. It's free of charge. The only thing is the employers have to pay to put their jobs on there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep, chap there.
How did you make your website? Was it easy?
How did you make the website? Template or
HTML
from
and
scratch?
CSS. I mean, I would have created more pages, but I've tried to focus on the aesthetics of the website and make it looking nice and clean. What were you going to say?
Was it from a template?
No, completely.
You created it from scratch? Just yourself?
Just myself, yeah.
Okay, nice job. Good.
Where do you plan on getting the money from to get it running?
So you mentioned this already. So you know that you want to make some money, but where's the money coming from to start the development?
Well, we'd reach out to employers like Barclays to put a little bit of funding towards it, but us ourselves, we'd fund most of it.
So there's an expectation that employers, including Barclays, will give you some money to get the thing set up.
To fund it, and then money will go straight back to the employers.
So what you'd not probably want to be thinking about would be you're getting people to buy into a concept before you've launched it. A lot of companies might want to see it working and see other people using it before they buy into it. So you'd probably, on your rate, have to heavily incentivise them so they would get, I don't know, a lifetime membership for free so they could post forever for free or something by putting money in up front. Okay. Yeah, at the back.
Why would employees pay that much to go onto a website when there's other websites out there that you can...
So there's other websites out there, why they're going to pay your fee?
Because with UCareer, the website itself, as I mentioned, it has account filters. So when they pay for when they put their post on there, the only people that see their posts are people that are relevant to that job. So you won't get people browsing it that are not interested and won't even apply at all. It's people that have been filtered out that are viable for that job post.
So you're doing some sort of pre-selection. The site helps you with pre-selection, matching candidates with jobs. Okay, yep, here.
How is your project going to, like, well, how's it going to stand out to others? Because I've seen similar to that and much cheaper.
So again, similar sort of question. You've done some research, but how is it going to stand out against the crowd with other sites that are out there?
Again, focusing heavily on the account filters. I think they're a key for users and employers themselves. So the employers, when they invest and buy the plans, they know themselves that their money's being well spent on people that can apply and will apply for their jobs because it's relevant to them.
Okay, so it sounds like you might be looking to build some sort of guarantee in there to assure that it's money well spent.
Yeah.
Okay, compared to what else is out there. All right. Any other hands here? No?
Judy?
You had a question? No, you sorted? Okay, yep. Oh, yep.
What's your plan for the future development?
Plan for future.
For the future, to launch it fully to the world and have it global. So the job postings won't be in the UK. Maybe a feature on the website so you could switch language, so a country as well. So say if you live in France, it wouldn't be in the UK, so you wouldn't get jobs from the UK, you'd be in France.
Okay. You've already asked the question. You haven't asked a question for this group. So how are you confident, how are you sure that the filtering that you put in doesn't prevent somebody that might be interested in the job but they don't see it?
The account filters will be very intelligent, and when the user signs up for the site, they will have a lot of options to fill out. So like hobbies, interests, qualifications, a lot of everything like that, and then that will all be put into a system that will filter it all out to make sure that they're interested in the job posts.
Okay. Judges, any final questions?
Nothing else from me, thanks. No,
No,
No?
thanks.
Go on, you haven't asked a question on this group. Final question for this group.
If you were to have all plans, how would you know that they choose the gigabyte plan if the byte plan would give you enough for just one company?
See, that's every company's different. So you could get some smaller company. It's ranged around any type of company, small, medium, large companies. So it's allowed for flexibility. So as you're saying, how do I know? To be honest, I don't. But there's different companies that'll buy the megabyte, the gigabyte, and the byte plan, and it'll fluctuate.
Right, okay. Well done. Thank you very much.
Well done, team. Okay, last not least, we've got...